Hello, everyone. We welcome you all to another episode of Thoughts on Education. Today, we have Dr. Sam Abraham, sir, the chairman of Kodaikanal Christian College, with us. Thank you for being here, sir.
It is my pleasure and privilege with you, especially to reach out to the young people, the future of the world.
Yes, sir. Sir, being the chairman of Kodaikanal Christian College, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe your leadership style?
Actually, I'm the chairman and principal of Kodaikanal Christian College. I have earned my PhD from Madurai Kamaraj University, so I qualify myself to be a principal. My leadership philosophy is to serve. The anthem goes like this, never to be served, but ever to serve. That is that we take in KCC. We are here to serve the young generation and guide them and lead them. And important is to make them become leaders. And it is like a ripples that it will continue to affect or bring others also into the leadership grooming. And that's our results. Take pride in saying that all across the world, the small or big, what color they belong to, it doesn't matter at all. They are leading us. That is the way that we believe in. And you know that our born to lead, again, is not, as saying that lead are made born. Believe that when Creator made the man, Creator, God said, go and subdue the world. That's the base we take it as. We are authorized, we are given that gift in us to go and lead. So in that leadership, not the popular one leader or politician, or not that way, to go and lead anyone, everyone, whatever God has created on this, living creatures, everything, we are the masters of that, and that's the way we believe. So once the leadership mind is set, when people receive this, then wherever they go, they know that they need to lead others, and they become leaders in their life. That's the way we believe in.
Great, sir. Such a motivation, sir. The very first interaction itself, it is so motivating. Thank you so much, sir. Sir,
thank you.
Yes, sir. How do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your college?
I think the marketing, thanks to the College Dunia, which has brought in some new perspective to it. We believe in the early days with newspaper advertisement and other. But main thing is our word of mouth. That is what we believed in. But I think it is not enough. So we have come to take help from College Dunia, and College Dunia is doing a great help for us. I know thousands and lakhs of people have come to know about a college called Kodaikanal Christian College all across the country and outside, whom we would otherwise. We also have our own social media reach and things like that. And we have our alumni to do it. Right now, we have taken that we have to do marketing towards the future. So we have taken that and we are strategizing. We have started it in a systematic this time, that you notice that our response to your marketing team as well as your thing itself, we are a little more systematic maybe from others, and our response and our going well is what I will. Please give us more advice, more help to take us to the next level. But we have to go through advertisement. We started very small through newspaper. When I started, I'm the founder chairman of the college also. So it was all by myself. So we need to, even the advertisement material, which was designed to place in the newspaper, was done by me on a computer. So that's where we started. But right now we take other help. We have a very good team to work with us, with you and others, so that we are able to do it. And I know that we will see the result this year itself. During the pandemic, what we are going to see is, one, for all the efforts that you have made us do and what we are giving it, of course, from above. God is good and He will do this for us.
Definitely, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lord.
Yes,
So the
please.
education systems in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently. So in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your college?
If we go back on the strength of our country's education, we had our first university in the world. So we are master in education. We gave zero. Aryabhata gave the zero. So without numbers, nothing can happen. Even the computer, now what you and I are doing itself is on a code with numbers. So that we are. The first university in the world was in our country. So education is something beyond. Now NASA and others are doing a lot of research, but what our people have done on the studies that they have recorded is amazing. Yes, we did have a setback. We were suppressed. We were made to be small. We were made to be second-class citizens by the Western world coming and taking over. And from that, we are coming back now. And we will be the masters in education in the years to come. We have already begun. Unfortunately, from what they gave and then what systems in between they followed, they were all driven for marks. And I think the change has come. Now, KCC never believed in getting marks. KCC believed in education, which will make that person as a whole, that person realizing who the person is and walking out with their strengths and knowing that strength and walking out. That is changing now. I feel we have, in academic wise, in all ways possible, if we match with anywhere in the world, we are at par. Now, we started off with giving transcripts when this term itself was not there in KCC, where all our activities are put in credit form. And they can go to any university and they were give equalization to a degree will be given equal credit for degree, and masters were given credit for masters. And our students didn't have to go and make it up or top it up or anything like that. That's how we believed. And again, I'm telling you, we have not insisted on getting marks. KCC never believed in putting first class, 100% flex board outside. Never, never. We are so proud of our alumni where they have reached heights in all across the world. And we have enjoyed it. So education is a holistic development. It's right from in the womb of the mother, where every part of the body is growing. It's not one hand alone growing or one eye alone becoming sharper and the other one is weak, or the whole body grows. That's how education should help for individual to become whole as a person and move on in life and then achieve their purpose in life. We believe everyone has a purpose in their life.
Yes, sir. Rightly said, sir. Education should be a matter of knowledge instead of marks. That is just a mere number. So that brings me to the next question. So how does the curriculum of Kodaikanal Christian College ensure the best practice for the industry?
Well, thanks to the autonomy we are given, we constantly think for the industry-ready subject. Academically, they should be industry-ready. But our practices, if I list it out, the students are any day, anywhere in the world, they can be industry-ready and they can be challenge-facing ready. You can name it, that's how we prepare. Now, our syllabus, we work with all the top universities across, and we bring in that kind of a comparison. And with the autonomy given to us, we are able to match with, like, for example, Athe from UK has given a clean sheet that our degree is equal to their degree. So I'm telling you again, whether they went to the US or UK or Australia, our syllabus, our transcript gave the entire details of all the work done. So they have done well. So even as an affiliated college, we always had advanced topics, that is additional subjects we were teaching them, where until we have final exam, our midterm or model, now we call it continuous assessment exam 1 and 2, we always had that additional subjects being questioned. And every student is compelled to answer those questions if they have to be evaluated with other papers. So we have constantly worked with our thing. And the other practices, for example, campus language is compulsory that it should be English. Why? Because they should become communicative. We practice many things. If there is a time that I have to explain, from daily practice to the weekly practice to the monthly practice, yearly practice, you won't believe what every student goes through the cycle, whether it is 3 years undergraduation or 2 years post-graduation or 5 years UG and post-graduation, both together. They go through this cycle that they are fully rounded personality they will become. That's how our academic thing. So we don't compromise anything in the academic session of knowledge gaining where it is equal or at par with any universities in the world. Number two, of all the other practices, now daily we have an assembly, we have a time of sitting and calmly meditating so that their day starts well. And we have activities in a way, not just go class, they're doing it. They will have activities which are, so if you have in the evening, there is a seminar given by the outgoing students. Where do they start? First years, they have to do it in the class. Second year, they have to do it to the department. Third year, they have to do it to the entire college. So it is on a daily basis. And then weekly, we have a Saturday program, which is to become a better human, to become an understanding person of all life. They go through many areas of old age home to polio home to city cleaning to hiking to everything, physically, mentally, psychologically. They are taught and they are made to practice that. And today I can boldly and proudly say, all across in the world, the students who graduated from here are lending their hands for any situation, any need. I'm so blessed to have had that time and that they are able to reach. Education is very, very different from other colleges. We are not just bookworms, no one. But let me tell you, they become learners, will continue to be learning. They will continue to contribute. They will continue to lending their help for any situation. For example, a student, when the Nepal earthquake happened, without even asking us, he was there helping. And that was even credited for in the transcript. He became the gentleman of KCC, like we have a title at the end, overall development. So every activity, whether it is sports, whether it is social activities, whether it is academics, everything is given grades and there is a selection process like that. So all of them are involved. They know that they get the credit. Without credit, now additional certificates, even now we have additional certificates and diploma programs, which is a very, very big strength of our college, and the students gain so much in that. And by the way, they can choose a topic of their own, and we will find teachers to teach them. Now, thanks to the online mode, that we will be able to get even online, and they can go through our tests, our exams, and only if they pass, they get a certificate. So when they finish their degree, they have an additional 5 certificates and 3 diplomas and one of their choices. So these are additional work. Now you will believe that anyone walks the extra mile is always the one who industry looks for. While studying, apart from the degree program, if somebody has earned 8 to 10 additional certificate diploma, what is thinking of that person? That's this plan that we have for academics.
Right, sir. Great to know about it, sir. Sir, any insights into how your college could be more welcoming to the students of different races and economic backgrounds?
Well, from the beginning, I think earlier also, when we were discussing, I have said from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, we have students. Even now, we have Delhi to Kanyakumari students on campus and outside the country. Even at the early time when we began, students studying here, while we have multiple. So one, Kodaikanal, that is a beautiful place. We call our hill as Paradise Hill, so that they get the taste of paradise a little bit while they are here on campus. So across the country and from outside the world. So what does it mean? It becomes a global institution. See, the global education is not watching BBC and the CNN. It is interacting physically with international people, the global people, now living with them, talking about their countries, talking about their background, talking from where they come from. That itself gains so much of knowledge. Now, especially talking about something in a village. Now, the background of people, I tell you, we've never seen anyone different. Every single is only seen as a KCC. For your understanding, we've had many polio victims from the polio home coming and studying here without having to pay a rupee as fee or not even an exam fee or anything like that. Now, even from that, we have had leaders of the student body. Can you be becoming now student election process again is a fantastic practice. We call it Codex Christian Administrative Service, KAS, in the title of IAS, because we have a process of they have to write an exam, general knowledge as well as their subject-oriented exam. Then they have an interview. Then they have a stress interview. Then they have an open debate in front of all the students. They need to talk about what their plans or future plans. It's really a process that they have. Then they go through the normal democratic way of election. Now, in this process, a polio home student who is on a free board, and you know that they are from very, very poor background. They are not from polio victim homes. They are from a polio home where it is charity done. They have finished by gift and others from others to go to the school. They finish. And then now, where did it start? One of my students did a documentary, and that touched my heart. And we called. So there is no differentiation at all. Whether it's a foreigner or whether it's from a rich person, ministers' children have come and studied and gone without any of us knowing that he's a son of a minister from Northeast. We treat everyone the same. There is no difference at all. There is no partiality at all. And there is no favoritism. So anyone who come here, they become who they are. And they become. Now, these people are doing well. They are in the banks, this background, so-called background. They are professors, have even worked at HB, in the polio home. So imagine the strength that they have from KCC.
Yes, sir. Sir, what do you think your roles and responsibilities to the college and the students are?
Well, like I've said in the beginning itself, that I'm here to serve them. And I always tell that I'm fortunate and privileged to share my life with them. That's how I've taken. And I also, every time we write and we commit ourselves, that we believe they become a grown adult when they finish education and they move on to working till they get the first salary. They are not adult, they have not yet become an adult. The first salary time only they become a fully grown adult. So from the womb of the mother to that stage, it's the process of growth. And that's how we take it. That's how we believe. So our constant thinking, our constant planning is on the student, and they are our thing. So we take it with, we have nothing else driving us. We are here to serve them. And they are taught also to understand they are also here on a purpose, without realizing that they will not. They will get a degree or a post-graduation. They will get that paper, but they will know who they are, and they will walk out, and they will impress. Now, there are people who have made institutions, not just here, even Bangladesh student, our student is running a college and school. North India, one student is running 5 schools. Like that in the education field. There are people who are in business in crores, thousands of crore turnover people. There are people in Australia heading few hundred white people, only colored person is our former student. Like that, I can go on. So they will also be taught this, and we are committed and we are responsible. We need to be a role model, and we don't entertain. We are very firm. We are strict, monitoring any wrong here. Zero tolerance for alcohol to drugs and everything. You know how and when they start these days. It's not easy, but we are firm. We will have, sometimes many are so good and they have graduated. And one or maybe less than even 1% have been, they did have to fight, have dismissed, and they have done thinking harming us. We are fine because 99% and above have received what our philosophy is, our commitment is, and they are replicating or doing even greater. That's what I would say. They are doing greater than what we have done thus far. So we to serve, we will continue to make people know and get their responsibility in living and impact the world. And their generation will be impacted, not just one student who will get a better job. No, not like that. It's a life learning, and they will become people who will impact, and the generation will be impacted for sure.
Rightly said, sir. So what do you think should be the college top priority over the next 10 years?
Well, we have come to understand one thing: we need to reach out. We have always taken that people who are coming or brought by God for our nurture, our nourishing, our guiding, our guidance, and things like that. So we were not, reaching out. We were not spending much or focusing on marketing. So we have come to realization that is very important. Why? Because the more the number of people we can, the more benefits to the society, more benefits to the impact. It's not at all that one person should grow and become something. We are looking at future society where there is more love, understanding, more kindness, more gratitude, more thanksgiving. That we need. We don't need people who are fighting, and war is not war. We need peace, we need joy for the future. So the future generation should have a better world than what it is today. That's what education should provide. Not get deteriorated, not get more devilish or anything like that. We need a better world for the future generation, and that can be done only through education, and we need to focus on that. So we need to reach out more. We need hundreds and thousands of them to come in at one given time and get impacted and go and make lakhs of people to be impacted. That's the next 10 years. We will reach there.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
I should add one thing with College Dunia to support us. We will make it for sure.
So definitely, sir. We'll always be there with you, sir. Throughout the coming years. Thank you so much. And sir, any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
The current students, I know the technology is taking them, to a next level. But I always tell our students, you should govern the technology. Technology should never govern you. Don't give in yourself, don't submit yourself to be a slave or a weakling under the power of technology. You need to use the technology for the fullest to advance yourself or do benefits for everyone. But unfortunately, the young minds are getting addicted for the wrong things in the technological way. But I don't think anything can stop. The future is going to be completely technology based, and we are preparing our students for that. But I would strongly recommend the youngsters that you have a purpose in this world and you need to fulfill that. So I want you to be conscious about it. It doesn't matter. We don't have to become a so-called doctor, engineer, nothing like that. To become an individual who can impact the world is what we need to become. And in what way, how big, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter about the size, because one small thing can start. One Mother Teresa from a foreign country coming and starting in Kolkata and becoming the mother of the world is just one person's decision to come and start something. So it became big, but the thought and the place and the beginning was very small. So it's not that she's a qualified social work postgraduate or PhD. It's not that, like so-called professional qualified or anything like that. She was a humble teacher. So that's the youngsters all should know. It's not the fake name, brand, the money, the power. They need to know who they are and they need to do what they have come in for. And that peace, that joy cannot be replaced by anything. That satisfaction. Why is very rich people are committing suicide? Very popular people, the famous cinema people are committing suicide. Not because they don't have money, not because they don't have the name, not because they don't have the power. It's because they don't have the peace. It's because they don't have the understanding of who they are. I want youngsters to realize who you are and you have a calling. And that's what you need to fulfill. At the end, we'll have a better tomorrow for the future generation, and you will have such a joy and peace, and a meaningful living is what you will finish with. Finish strong in life.
Thank you so much, sir. That was such an insightful session with you. Hope all the students who are seeing this session will come to know about Kodaikanal Christian College, that it is not only rich in its culture, but also provides opportunity in wide sector. This is a college where the importance is given to the development of the student, not only concentrating on the marks aspect. Thank you so much for this session, sir.
Thank you, Nishok, and all the team in the College Dunia and the students waiting for you to come. We are not just academic oriented, but we are never compromising on quality of academics and technology and building your psychology and emotionally, spiritually, in every way. KCC is a campus who cares for you, and you will become that. Thank you.